Then what's up? What's up?
All right.
There we go. Slogan, please.
Slogan, please.
Jojo, talk to me. Let me know what's going on.
Hi, I'm very, very pleased to present Mr. C4 up in the place.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have you here, C4, because
Thanks,
I've
man.
watched you over a few years just grow and grow. So that's
Pause.
fantastic. But basically, tell us a bit about yourself for anyone that doesn't know you.
Hi, I'm C4 and I'm an MC from Birmingham / singer, and yeah, I just love music and I make music, and yeah, that's it.
That's great, that's great. I wanted to just ask you a few random questions first.
Yeah.
Actually, what was just played?
That was Off Track, which was released last year.
Last year, okay.
Yeah, there's a remix with Boy Better Know, Jeremy,
Oh,
Frisco
wow.
and Jammer. Yeah,
Remix.
and there's an Artful Dodger remix of it as well on the EP. So yeah, check that out.
And who produced
That song got playlisted as well, didn't it?
Yeah,
You
it was
did
playlisted.
really
Both
well.
of them was playlisted on One Extra and
Yeah.
other radio stations
See,
as well.
there you go.
So yeah,
Who produced that?
my brother Predator.
Predator.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Predator. Shout out to Predator.
Don't know.
But yeah, I just wanted to ask you a few random questions just to, break the ice.
Yeah, cool.
They're really, really random, okay?
So it's good to break the ice.
I'm a bit nervous, I don't know what she's gonna ask.
Nah,
but
I'm not
let's
going to
go.
ask no crazy questions.
She has been rumoured to ask inappropriate questions, but that's why we've got her on here, to be fair.
Well,
Cool.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you the first one. Celeb crush?
Celeb crush. Can that be anywhere?
Anywhere in the world?
Should we just play it safe? Alright, Alicia Keys. I've seen her
Ooh,
live
yeah,
and she was like,
beautiful.
whoa.
Tea or coffee?
T.
Tea. Most unexpected song on your iPod or iPhone?
Ah.
Good question.
Good question. What is on my phone? I'll just say Yuruma, one pianist is it from Japan? Yeah. Some classical music.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Bashment or slow jams?
Slow jams. No, bashment. Yeah.
Depends what time
Yeah,
of
depends
night.
what. Yeah. Depends what. Yeah.
True.
Some of them
Okay.
tunes are sick. Some of them tunes are sick, trust me.
Okay. They are ready.
Yeah, they are.
They always make you want to dance anyway, regardless of what
There you
they're
go.
talking about. So
Usually only 3 things.
yeah, we won't go into that. But my last random question is talent shows, i.e. X Factor and The Voice. What do you think of them? Are they the right way for urban artists to get heard? What do you think of them?
I think, well, in terms of what I watch The Voice, and that's because it's more based on talent. X Factor's more kind of entertainment. It's just like,
Would you
like
ever
Britain's
go on
got
one
to,
of them?
say that again,
Would
sorry.
you ever go on one of them?
Nah,
Never.
Because
never.
a lot of people have said that talent shows like that sort of dilute their material, like as an urban artist.
And they don't really last long after the show
yeah,
anyway.
because they're sort of trying to change the artist. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
wouldn't let you
It's
probably
not
do
real.
what you want to
Yeah,
do.
it's not authentic. I don't think. I wouldn't advise to go. Well, some people have been on there and they've done well and they've kind of built their profile up. You get me?
Yeah. So
not
what
really for
about Simon Cowell? Because Labyrinth is signed to his record label.
Yeah.
So what if he approached you? Would you sign the dotted line?
Well, I'll be stupid not to, innit? It's
Yeah,
about getting your music out there,
Exactly.
but and he's obviously a big engine behind Labyrinth, so yeah.
It's not really about
It's
what
the
people
show.
think.
It's not really Simon Cowell. It's the actual show and it's TV. You know what I mean? So they have to kind of make it into entertainment and just put different things in there which doesn't really happen in real life. And yeah, it's a bit mad still, but nah, I wouldn't do it personally.
Yeah, go on.
Nah.
But we still rate our Birmingham artists that have gone on the show.
Shout out to
Really, I was gonna say big up Really C. That's why I was careful what I say.
You have to be careful.
Yeah, I know
But
people that have
big
been
up
on
Relly
there.
and people
Yeah,
that have done well. 'Cause
Yeah,
I suppose it's how you represent yourself and
There you go.
and what you do and if you stay true to yourself, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what you sort of go on. But yeah, I wanted to ask as well, what are you representing as an artist? So,
What do I represent? I represent good music, good vibes. I don't promote any sort of negativity in my music. If I
but
am,
it's all about positivity.
yeah, but if I am, it's not really negative. It's just like something that's happened in my life. But it's never anything like just the usual typical talk about, you know what I mean, like road and blah blah blah. I just try to stay away from that. Even though I'm from the ends and blah blah blah, I just try to make my music different to actually what's out there already. So yeah.
Oh, he sounds like a good guy, doesn't he? Simon Cowell, where you at? But yeah,
Chantal's thinking, is he going to do the washing up and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's what she said. Over there, daydreaming about it. Like, he sounds like a good man for the
deep
community.
man questions. Like, she'll come up in a minute and ask you something like, do you believe in...
Gosh. But yeah, you do sound like a really positive guy, and like that's what we like to hear in our
Thanks
community.
a lot, man. Yeah.
Especially our artists from Birmingham. We like to know that they're positive and speaking conscious lyrics and stuff like that.
Because there's not many.
Violence. Yeah, exactly. What I wanted to ask as well, what steps did you take to get to where you are now? Like, tell us a little bit about your history and
good question.
when you came out the shadows, how it all happened.
Well, there's been like different points in my career where I've kind of had that push into like outside of Birmingham. I think the first one was when I had my video detention. When I was in school, I was leaving school. I had a video on Channel U them times.
So you was on Channel U and you was in school?
Yeah, I was in school.
That must have been good in school.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's why he doesn't want to talk about his love life on it. In the early days, you see.
I can't believe you let that cat out the bag.
Sorry. It wasn't like they said.
No, you wasn't.
Yeah, nah.
He sold all his wild oats. That's what you got it in, man. You got it in. That channel you love.
So you was on Channel U with a video, so obviously you sort of blew from there.
Yeah.
You got a sort of following.
Yeah. But then after that, I stopped. I went to college. I was like, you know what? There's a lot of, I don't know. I just kind of got caught up in the whole negative stuff. Not negative stuff, but like rumors in music. Like if you get signed, then you have to do this and you have to do blah blah blah. So I was like, you know what? I'm not really interested in doing all of that. I just want to focus on my uni. Yeah.
You decided that your education is important and you went to college.
Yeah.
So that is a positive message to the youth of today. Like, what would you tell them if their dream is to achieve being in the music industry?
Yeah, I'd say like just go with your heart. Really, I think education's very good, but it's not for everyone at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of took that step, and it worked for me. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's good to have something to fall back on. I think that's the main thing.
Definitely, that is the main thing.
But so to some people, in their mind, the music is the only thing for them. It's either music or a different route.
Yeah.
But I think that route, it doesn't make it, to me. If music's your ambition, then make it be your ambition, but also think about something else to fall back on.
Definitely.
But if you got that passion and burning desire, we know you obviously do have that because you've been going since then. You've been in your education. You went to university, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm still there now. Still battling the balance of music and uni, but I think it will pay off later on. So yeah, I'm still there, man.
But you're doing it, so that's amazing. But what I'd like to do now is just have a quick break of the interview and go into Crazy Song. Who produced that?
Mike Delinquent produced that.
Okay, Mike Delinquent. Ooh. Can I just like try and do this alright thing? Is this right? Alright.
Let me say slogan, please, and you say alright. You say alright, right.
Okay, go.
Slogan, please.
Alright, right.
Yeah.
Like what you heard. Are you loving it?
I like that one.
I love that one. I love that one. So tell us.
It's like an old school garage thing, isn't it? Like an old school garage. Mike Delinquent.
I was just gonna say, tell us a little bit about Crazy Song.
The way that came about is the way I work. I just have a lot of choruses or even like metaphors or whatever, and I just voice record them and just leave them there. So that one, I just had it for ages. That chorus, the music isn't playing on, blah blah blah. So what's it called? When Off Track was out and everyone was hyping about it, they were like, you know what, Off Track sounds like a garage tune, but I didn't intend it to be a garage tune. It was like a grime tune and just started singing over it. So I thought, you know what, let me just make a garage tune and see what happens. And
all your tunes, if I feel like you just want to make you get up and bust some moves.
That's what I think. I think you make feel good music, and I think a lot of the stuff that you do is quite like I said with the 90s Young record. I couldn't get it in my head. Like it's quite. What's the word? Come on, Chantal, you know the word.
It's uplifting.
That's not the word.
No,
that's
the word. Funky.
It's you just shouting flyer names to me. Just shouting dancing.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I apologise.
It's like if something stays in your head for a long time.
Catchy.
I can't think of the word. I know there's a.
I don't know why I'm doing this to you.
I don't know, so I can't help you that at the moment.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Let's go with Funky Fresh because that was a raving one.
We'll just go with Funky Fresh.
Yeah,
you know, you do make that
Fresh.
feel good music. And what I wanted to talk about as well, you get a lot of support from DJs quite often for certain tracks that they're premiered on One Extra. BBC One Extra, so that's wonderful for you.
I want to premiere some tunes on Birmingham as well. And
That'll be great. Well, you know me, and you know Silk,
There you go.
Chantal. Night is Young, produced by DJ Zing
Yeah.
was premiered this year.
Yeah.
Flow Like This in 2012.
Yeah.
How do you get that sort of support from DJs then? Like,
For my next year, wow, I don't even know. I think with Off Track, they just heard that and they loved it and they kind of just championed it really. And
That's
I've been
great.
over there and I've done one extra live with them as well. That live show in Birmingham. Me, J. Cole, Scream, Sam Frank, and Maverick Sabre as well. So from
Maverick
then,
Sabre.
yeah. So from
I
then,
love
it's
him.
just been like full support. Literally, I was on Trevor Nelson's show. I've been on every single show on my
You met
next year.
Trev?
Yeah, I met him.
I want to meet Trev.
Yeah, he's
Is
cool.
he a nice guy?
Yeah, he's cool, you know. He's
That's
blessed.
good.
Yeah. So yeah. It's
So
just
that's
crazy.
amazing. They're actually coming to you and hollering you and
Yeah.
noticing you. Like,
Enough respect to my next year, man. I'm humbled by it. Trust me, because I was working really hard to even just get on radio, like radio. Period. So for
What
them
that
to
means
be-
for the industry is that PRS Money's
Oh
doing
my
all right,
God.
right?
all right, exactly,
Right,
exactly.
right.
But I know that you work with a lot of producers. You work with a
Sorry.
lot of producers, you know, like Bass Boy
Yeah.
from Bromtown as
I didn't know
well.
Zinc made 90s young.
Didn't you?
Nah.
Yeah, we've got
I
another
thought it
one
was
coming
pretty
as well.
What
Got
is
an-
it?
So that's amazing. And then you got TS7, is it?
Yeah, I've done
TS7,
something
yeah.
with him for my CD as well.
You've worked with Mike Forte.
Yeah.
Can you tell I've been doing my research here?
You have, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
She got the Google
Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Got it on
Yeah.
lock.
Check me out on Google.
I've been
Google me.
watching your interviews, been looking at all your YouTube stuff
Oh,
actually.
sick. Nice.
Yeah, and you've worked with Rinse Man as well.
Yeah,
Birmingham
yeah.
producer.
Yeah,
You
shout.
know,
I know Rinse Man. Shout out to Rinse Man.
Definitely,
Rinse Man.
definitely. And of course Predator, who is a friend of mine, went to
Yeah.
college with him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
It's great how much he's excelled within the industry as well.
Definitely.
I think
Well,
it's good. I think it's good as well that the brothers are sticking together. That's what I like to see, man.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
this is the thing.
But then
we're
again,
like-
it's not like he makes terrible music,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
it's
we're
kind of
all-
easy.
so it's easy for you to sit with him.
Yeah.
If it was a bit whack, it would be a
not
bit
like-
like, oh, bro,
It's like,
I'll work with you next time, bro.
Yeah.
You can't really get away from him because it's your brother.
I got this beat. Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah.
Nah, fam.
I can't.
What would you do
I'm
if
going
he was
cinema.
crap?
I'm going cinema.
My brother.
Yeah, like what would you do? Like,
We don't really always make tunes together, you know. That's the thing. Like we've
Exact-
got some stuff together, but like he makes the sickest beats, and I'm like, you know what? Give it to someone bigger than me, or I don't always want to
That
hog all
is
the
so
stuff. You know what I
nice.
mean? And
that's
like,
amazing.
I just feel like we're brothers, but when we go apart and do our separate ventures, but then when we come together, it'll be even bigger kind of thing. So
Yeah.
like that's what we're kind of doing. Like he's doing his own things, doing his singles and whatever, and I'm just continuing doing mine. So
That's amazing. I mean, your mum and dad must be so proud of both of you.
yeah.
Like, that is amazing. You got two sons. One's a producer,
Yeah.
one's an artist, like, and you both just, like, blowing up. That's a
Yeah.
bit crazy,
That's
isn't
crazy.
it?
It is,
I can't
it
pick
is.
a note of a word than cray, really.
Great.
Great. But, you know, like, that's exactly what I was going to go into about the fact that, obviously, everybody must think that Predator produces all your music, but that's not the
Yeah,
case.
that's like the big, like, not rumour, but
Misconception.
yeah, misconception.
yeah, just because you're brothers. Obviously, you got all the amount of love and support for each other,
Yeah.
but it's not just Predator that
It's not
does your
just,
music, is it?
yeah, like, I've casting it out wide and I'm working with this producer and that producer and I'm just trying to continue. I don't want to just keep doing the same thing as well, but
Definitely.
yeah.
So
I want to
you-
keep bringing the vibes, though. What you guys like, that's what I want to continue
Yeah.
doing.
It's
Definitely,
different. It's
yeah.
different. It definitely sets itself apart from what everybody else is doing, which
Sick,
is
man.
you got your own like lane, which you think is
Yeah,
good, man.
That's
Exactly.
it,
And it
man.
makes it easier for the DJs as well, because if you're predominantly making clubs that are, records that are easy to play in clubs,
Yeah.
and obviously that's where you get the hook.
Jeez.
If you're gonna make songs talking about, oh, I'm not even gonna go into this conversation,
Yeah, I think we know what
but
you're
we know how I
talking
feel about certain records.
But definitely, like, with you
Sorry,
know,
that's big coming from Silk though, because he kills it in Gate Crasher and all them other
Oh,
clubs.
he's
as well.
everywhere,
gassing me up, man.
everywhere in the West Midlands,
it's
Silk
nice to-
is shutting it
Yeah,
down.
it's nice to
man.
have that co-sign, the
Soft
club
it
co-sign
up.
from
Big man in
Silk
the
though.
industry.
Too old for it.
Seriously, what I wanted to talk about as well is perceptions, yeah. You know how obviously that's a preconception that people have of
Yeah.
Predator probably making all of your beats because he's
Yeah.
your brother.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to talk about is the fact that, you know, people have this perception of young grime artists or rappers to always have a sort of bad background, as in
Yeah.
criminal activity, being in a gang, or, you know, having to grind to get by, you know. I don't know what that accent was about, but you get my gist.
Yeah.
And so, but with you, I've realised that it's a bit different. You've got a bit of a different background to these
Yeah.
rappers and grime artists. You
Yeah.
actually come from a gospel background, which a lot of
Yeah,
people might not be aware of.
Yeah.
Do you still go to church?
Yeah, I still go, man. I'm a regular. But with me, I'm not even gonna lie and say blah blah blah, because like I did start off like every other MC as well. I was talking about road, and if you test me, then you'll get blah blah blah, then blah. You know what I mean? But I think me meeting new people when I was younger, that kind of changed my paradigm altogether. So meeting a guy called Brian, he was running like some open mic sessions, and he was a church goer as well, was a Christian. So he was just like, you know what, see, you don't really have to write about this. Okay, I'm gonna say this was the time when I was sending for Frantic. When me and Frantic had our back and forth clashing and all of that. So yeah, so this was before I had the video. So leading up to that, it was kind of like, see, you need to kind of change your content in a sense, because you're clever and you know different things. There's no, you know what I mean? Yeah, and there's like a million topics you can talk about and keep it real, and everyone will still like it. So from when I was younger, I just made that decision to kind of keep my music clean and just focus on different topics really. So
are you in Frantic 4 now? Can we just clear that?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I've been a bit orcs.
We went college together and everything, so
that's great. Well, I just want to ask you a quick question from one of your supporters that got to me on Twitter. It's Scooby82. I did ask for his real name, but you know.
He's on Twitter, he doesn't want to give you his real name. He's on an alias.
He might not, but you know.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real to the Twitter streets.
His Twitter is Scooby.
There you go, that's what I'm saying.
Don't know, big up Scooby.
So it's SCOOBEE82. So at him up, yeah, but because he's your supporter and one of your fans.
All right, cool.
He said, what made C4 get into spitting, and who have you most enjoyed working with so far?
Sick. What got me into spitting was the grime scene from early, like, just watching DVDs, like practice hours, listening to Kano, mostly Kano really. Like his stuff kind of like out of this world for me when I was younger. I was like, wow, how is he like doing this, like putting these words together and just making it sound so smooth. So Kano was my main influence.
Is he still one of your biggest influences?
He doesn't really make much music now, so I wouldn't really, I'll be lying to say he is.
Who is now?
In terms of inspiration, not music wise, I don't really get inspiration from like my genre. I think other genres kind of inspire me now.
Okay.
Even like the house stuff and like just a lot of stuff what the producers are doing, it really like inspires me, to be fair.
That's amazing. Can I just ask, can you cut shapes?
No, you need to teach. Can you cut shapes?
No, I was going to ask you to teach me after the interview.
My friend can cut some shapes though, Brandon. He can cut shapes. Trust me.
I'm so sorry.
It depends what kind of scissors you use.
I need some new scissors in it. That's what it is.
That was so dry.
Oh, give him a chance. I'm sorry, I thought that was okay.
I've been waiting to that job for ages.
I'm sorry, I digress and I cut in. Please,
I was talking about that yesterday in uni as well. My friend was like, I can cut shapes, and I was like, I wish I could. Like the tune comes on, and I'm just like, I need to cut some shapes, but I don't know how to do it.
Over the world,
yeah, I know.
But carry on, your biggest influence?
He's been doing it for a long time, like I said. It just depends on the size of the paper.
Yeah. So anyway, your biggest influence is...
in terms of like artists now that inspire me, in terms of what they're doing, I get inspired by Tiny Temper a lot, because I feel like the way that he's moving is proper and like he's just professional, and I like his music as well on top of it, so I think Tiny Temper's my main influence now.
That's great. You kind of got his sort of swag a bit. But it's your own. It's individual. But I mean, no. I don't mean you've got his swag, but I mean, you just got that star quality when you come into the studio. I'm just like, hi, superstar. You know, that is kind of like you. He's got his shades on, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got his alright shades. Shades indoors, you know. So, you know, you might see this on Instagram or something on his Instagram. Please give us all your details. Where we're going to find your music, Instagram, Twitter. How do people contact you? How do people hear you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. That's alright_C4, or just type in C4. I'm done with the blue tick.
YouTube, music.
YouTube, Alright TV.
iTunes
C4. SoundCloud C4. Alright. Alright spelled OORITE, by the way. So
tell us what we're gonna play next.
We're gonna play Night Is Young, and it's gonna be alright.
Tell us what is going on, what's about to happen. What are we about to see with you?
I've got some shows coming up. I've got some I can't announce yet, but the ones I can say. I'm in Portsmouth tomorrow. With Charlie Slough. I think Gets is coming as well. I'm doing like he's doing like a uni tour, and I'm doing some dates with him as well. So Yeah, we've done 2 already. I'm at Portsmouth, then I'm in Cardiff on the 18th, then I'm in Leeds on the 19th. I'm in Birmingham. I'm just gonna say I'm in Birmingham soon, but I can't say
Where?
what.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say what or where or yeah.
All right then.
But
Well,
yeah.
I'm very conscious of time. We're
Yeah.
gonna play your track now. It's called
Night is young.
Slogan, please.
Alright, right.
It's alright. How's the vibe? Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, my new outfit's alright. DJ gonna get playing hits.